Hello, welcome to the Field of Streams, where every week I, your host, Janeen McCrae, read a short piece of my writing to you so that you don't have to. Now, I can't promise you much with these missives, but I can promise you this. I will not keep you long. Before we jump into my dramatic reading of this thing that I wrote, let's talk about what was bubbling around in my brain at the time, the thing that inspired this little ditty about, work and compromise, I guess. Back in the mid-aughts, is that how you say the mid-2000s? When I worked in New York, the word disruption was being thrown about a lot in advertising circles. I think there was even a book called Disruption. This idea that if you do the same, what everyone else is doing to reach people, you will not break through the noise. I think that was the gist. I don't know. I didn't read the book. I think I get it. You need to disrupt the status quo in order to be noticed. I don't know exactly why I was thinking about that word at the time that I wrote this, which was late 2022, I think, but it tracks for me that I was probably going through one of my frequent "nothing is working" moments and casting around to see how other people were doing it, wondering if I should have whatever they're having, wondering if I should give up on my way. These crisis of confidence moments, which I will admit occur more often than I want, come from putting a lot out there and getting not much of anything back. If people hated stuff, that would at least be a reaction. But when you get nothing, it's discouraging. Then you start thinking, well, no one wants what I'm putting down. What do people want? What are people responding to? Perhaps I should do that. And then comes the depressing part. When you look around and so many people are just doing the same thing and having success with it. They're writing their headlines and titles in a specific format. They're copying a style. They're letting themselves be played by the algorithm. I don't know. Somehow they're getting noticed by being the same as everyone else. I guess people have an appetite for that now. Newsflash, I rather stubbornly still do not. While there is a part of my brain that says, oh, come on, just give in and start getting AI to suggest topics and even do the brainstorming for you and just game the system like everyone else does, there's another part of me that says, nah, just keep doing what you do. You'd hate yourself if you joined the factory, if you became part of the pattern. I fear I'm not explaining myself very well here in this intro, but I could probably distill it down to the following sentences. Do you like it? If the answer is yes, then it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. In a way, the disruptive thing, aside from the work itself, is to be able to disrupt the idea that you need to fit, of reframing what you want from this whole process. Is it to be successful through fitting the pattern? Or is success following your tastes, even if that means things will be harder? I guess that's what this is about. What it is to not give in and start doing what everyone else does. To reject that premise. To believe in yourself, I guess. Don't be same. Be you. Whatever that is. Or, to put it another way that will lead seamlessly and smoothly into me reading this piece of my writing to you, do you have an appetite for disruption? We are the broken ones. The worn down, crumpled up, torn to shreds people. Our hearts flood with blackened blood as we succumb to the seeping, weeping caterwaul of the universal suck. We give in to the noise at our periphery, a noise that fiddles with our threads, causing us to snap and pursue this thing called same. Wiggling our tired bodies into the form of fit, we rest for a moment in this, the unearned answer. We break, we give up, we let go of ourselves. For a moment, only for a moment do we allow that fast food pattern to be drawn lifeless and flat in our work. It breaks us like a toy, like a bone, like a wild horse fenced in a field beside a roaring motorway. The pattern works, we've seen it over and over and over. We imitate this pattern to secure our own success, sharply aware of the muffled thump of our heart's inevitable slip-and-fall incident as we do. Deep inside the pattern, we see our futures held hostage by platform barons and served to the throngs of the tasteless. Scraps from a plate are force-fed to us all by some algorithmic monster, and we lay quietly fattening our livers for someone else's pate of influence empire. I'm tired, you say, turning to face a pate mate. I'm part of the pattern now, doing this like they do this. Do you like it? We are broken the moment we ask that question. We are broken the moment we believe ourselves to be. We must rephrase that question and ask it of ourselves. Do you like it? Do you like yourself for doing it? Disrupt! We flip that table and refuse to be eaten, refuse to be heavily sauced and made palatable, to be salted and sweetened for this mass-market nation with its insatiable appetite for the dull. We examine the pattern, but we don't get lost in it. We lick with rough tongues and smack our lips to the flavour while rolling the simplicity of it around in our mouths. This is a taste, but it is not our taste. We are broken for as long as it takes to spit out those artificial flavours, to spit out that momentary doubt in ability, in vision, in direction, the doubt in ourselves. Be not broken. There's no such thing as the right way or wrong way, just our way, else it's watered down and broken. The recipe is incomplete, and it tastes bad because it's not our cooking. Disrupt! Throw the pots and pans out the window. Fire the meddling maitre d's. Ah, now we are the unbroken broken ones, the ones who came back. The ones who stepped into that pool of slick oil to see how its smooth and pleasant surface would coat, cloak and protect us. Weak in the moment and tired from so many forays into experimentation with no results, we applied the auto-tuned glaze of it to our work. Made everything pitch perfect, spot on and exact. No errors, no flaws, no life. To be broken for a moment is good. Broken snaps us out of our uncertainty. Broken reaffirms our belief that modifying the core of our artistic expression for the purposes of disposable consumption is a potentially life-altering mistake. Unless we figure out how to crack it without disturbing our ethical hubs. Good luck, everyone. See you at the meet and greet. But overall, even after the broken, the centre of our planet remains impenetrable. Impenetrable, even as the head-scratching habits of the masses drill into our crust of confidence. When we break, we slip effortlessly into the stream of sameness, allowing ourselves to be digested with ease. We unbreak with the realisation that it's better to be detested than digested. To be detested is at least a blip on a heart monitor. Digested is forgotten, pooped out in a bathroom stall and flushed away with all the other sewage, never causing an ache, a headache, or the uncomfortable roil in the belly that signals the presence of something rich. Break us all you want, tear us apart, rip us to pieces. Your can't do is our must do, and our must do is to disturb, disrupt, and discombobulate, to work within the machine without becoming the machine itself, without succumbing to the pattern, the steadily fading facsimile, photocopied into oblivion. You are the broken ones. We are momentarily cracked and consistently applying our glues. And there you have it, today's unbroken episode. I shared these missives to show you that ideas can come from anywhere, so look everywhere for the spark that'll set one off. Then go make something from that. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend. And for now, I'll leave you with this. Love what you love, and I'll see you out there making stuff.